I can't tell if people are talking and I just can't hear them. I can't tell
No.
if people are... Okay, good.
Okay. So we may or may not have Lilith tonight. I'm just gonna give them a call.
All right.
Yay, everyone's here.
We did it.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone is here. Just wait for everyone to get into the Roll20. Okay. Does anyone want to do a recap?
This is my version of a recap. We went to the farm with the missing cows that may or may not be eating. Wait, no, being eaten. They are eating. And then eventually Samara went to a chicken coop and got Rooster Rooster stoned. Turned into stone by a rooster, and then we all got turned into stone by a rooster except for the cat at some point. Honestly. And then we ended up beating it barely, and there's 2 more, I think, that we need to beat. They're not basilisks, but that's what I call them. The end.
Okay, anyone else? No, I just, different perspectives.
I just want to say it could be 1 or 2 because we don't know if that one was the one that had the eggs or if that one was from the egg. Where the eggs even came from.
Okay. Right. So, from what I recall happening, is that on top of all those things, you went to the farm, you checked out the the pasture area and also the coop. There was a large hole that led to the forest in the pasture area, and the coop, you found the rooster creature who turned several folks into stone. And let's see what else happened. Lilith blasted a hole in the roof of the coop. And I think JD broke her phone at the end.
Yes.
Yes. So Slade and Samara, I think, were the ones who got turned to stone, and they were able to turn back to flesh. Okay. So what do y'all do as you're returning to flesh and sort of trying to kind of figure things out?
Yeah, I would advise that we don't destroy more property. And looks at Lilith. So JD looks at Lilith and is like, yeah, we should avoid property destruction. I think you'll be liable for that. So you may want to just give them some money to cover damages, right?
I'll think about it. Depends on how many monsters are left here.
Samara, what do you do?
I think Samara is just kind of like in shock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And so she just kind of like stands up and is like staring off, like 1,000-yard stare.
This is a learning experience. Next time, before we start our investigation, I'll make sure to draft up some sort of a contract that mentions not being liable for property damage. And looks over at Samara, or mental scarring, I suppose.
Samara shrugs.
We should find a better way to deal with these things. That was not the best display of fighting I've seen so far.
So I think you hear kind of like quick footsteps moving towards you as you're having this conversation.
Well, Vex shuts up then, because he's not supposed to talk.
Okay. All right, so do you all stay in the coop, or do you start to exit, or?
I'm leaving the coop.
I'll fly the coop.
Excellent pun.
Thank you.
Blade will pick up the monster by its neck and begin walking out towards the farmhouse.
Yep. So I think, as the three of you are coming out, you see Jane. So the two of you that met Jane comes running out and it's just like, what the hell did you do? My dad is gonna flip. Why is there a hole in the coop?
Monster did it.
So, JD will say, yeah, you should be, do you have umbrella insurance for guests getting injured on your farm? Because that was not very structurally sound. So I'm trying to manipulate her. The coop was not very structurally sound, and that was a very dangerous situation for guests on the farm.
Wait, so what exactly is your argument?
I'm just trying to get her to think it's their fault.
Okay, because I imagined like
That somehow the barn was not the coop was not structurally sound.
well, I'm like since it was like a fire thing that she like I'm imagining like a round hole in the ceiling.
Listen, I don't know how barns work or farms really, so I'm not sure how that could happen. But it's really something you should have warned us about.
The chickens wanted light. They wanted a fancy coop.
I don't know what my argument is either.
Alright, so what are you trying to accomplish by telling her it's her fault that the coop is there's a giant hole?
Well, one is to make it less like what in the fuck happened that could be magical. Two is so that we don't get in trouble. And three is to maybe get money.
Okay.
Because I'm injured, at least visibly. Because I've taken 2 harm, so I know that.
Okay. Mm. Alright, roll manipulate someone.
The +1 add to it or no?
I suppose you're trying to like um talk about how structurally sound it is and liability, that kind of thing. So I could give it to you.
Okay, so then it would be a 7. So barely. Whew.
Okay, but that means what again?
I don't know. I need to look it up. I'm so sorry.
Where's my sheet? Oh, there it is. It's like they'll do something, but only if you show that you mean it, like that kind of thing, right? For manipulate someone on a mixed success. Imperfectly. Oh, that's. Sometimes they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it. If you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. Well, you're just definitely not giving you any money.
Yeah, I want to get her to think it is like that the I don't know how to convince somebody. Is it really? I want them. Okay, so what I want her to do is figure out what has made it structurally unsound and fix it. Which is essentially just stay out of our way at this point. I probably shouldn't send a civilian into a place we just fought a monster. But it is what I've done.
Okay. Right. So only if you do something for them right now to show that you mean it, or if you ask too much, they'll tell you what, if anything, it would take for them to do it. I'm trying to think how that would come into play.
So I could, so either you can figure out or ask your dad, like, what happened, what could have caused this. I don't know how to prove to you I mean it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't
trying to
think
figure
lawyers
out.
carry a badge of any sort to be like, I'm a lawyer.
I think one thing that could work is that if you kind of like threaten a lawsuit, even though it's your fault, like she might back off about like asking about
Yeah,
what you did to the coop, maybe. But
okay. So this is a lawsuit, like, waiting to happen, so you really need to figure this out. That's what I'll tell her.
alright, I think she'll just roll her eyes at you. And then she'll look over to like Slade carrying this monster by the neck. You said,
Right.
right? I think she would see like look at it and be like, "What is that?"
You're not raising chicken lizards to turn people to stone, are you?
No. Is that
It's. Yes, darling. This is what caused it.
what caused what?
All the headaches you guys have been having. That's why we're here.
That thing is why our cows are going missing?
Well, clearly, you just said it doesn't belong on the farm, and there's more of them
Well, where was that thing?
in the chicken coop. Nearly killed me.
I think she just kind of like rubs her forehead.
Let's go see Pops. Let's let him know what's going on.
Be my guest.
Blade walks by her on his way to the farmhouse.
So I think what she's doing is she just goes into the coop to kind of surveil the damage. Is just trying to like calm any chickens in there that might still have their feathers ruffled, and then like corral any if she needs to, and then just start like taking just kind of a look at the damage that's been done. So, but that's what she's doing. Not that you necessarily see. Let's just say the camera moves to her, and that's what she's doing, and then. But you all are welcome to do what you would do in that situation. Sounds like Slade's walking towards the farmhouse.
I'm following behind Slade.
Yeah, JD would follow and be like, I don't know what's happening.
I think Samara would also follow.
Dex is going back to the hole. He was interrupted last time. Wants to get to the bottom of that.
Okay.
Is there like catnip down there or something? What's going on?
He got teleported back before he got to the end of it, so he's gonna go back in.
Well, Vex, do me a favor while you're in that hole. If you see any scales that belong to that monster, can you bring them back to me?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Okay. So. Alright, so it sounds like you're all heading back to the farmhouse where you first met the farmer here. So I imagine like this all has been at least like an hour, so they're probably not actually home, but I'm trying to think where they might be. Yeah, they're probably like actually in the barn, so they're probably closer to where you are now than where you met him originally. So, yeah, I'd say that you find him in the barn, just sort of, cleaning up and doing dairy farm stuff. That I don't really. I should probably know better, but do not. So. Like,
Do you have a name?
you did not ask his name. No.
Hmm.
You're on the. I think I told you you're on the Kessler farm. Yeah.
Okay. Blade walks up to the farm owner.
Kessel. Sorry. Kessel farm.
What?
It's Kessel, not Kessler.
Oh. Okay.
Mhm.
Mr. Kessel.
Yes.
You've been raising things like this? Slade holds up the creature.
What the hell is that?
Found this in your chicken coop.
We only have the one rooster, and that ain't it.
Yeah, we also saw some strange eggs. Pretty sure that's where these things come from.
You saw.
You see anything like this?
You saw strange eggs?
Strange eggs, yeah, they weren't chicken eggs. They're hatched.
Okay. Just, I don't think the group saw any eggs.
I was gonna ask, is Slade bluffing or is this misremembering?
Probably misremembering if there weren't any eggs.
Jane mentioned that a rooster had 2 eggs, but we did not see them.
Okay. Rewind then.
Okay.
So he didn't say that there were eggs. So Slade just asked if farmer's seen more of these things.
No. It's the first time I've seen anything like that. What is that thing? He's kind of like looking around, like, like tilting his head, like, back and forth, trying to, like, get a good look.
Careful, don't look too close. Thing froze me in my tracks. I don't know what happened.
So JG's gonna ask Lilith and Samara quietly, because Vex isn't here. Are we supposed to? I don't know how this works. Are we supposed to let people know about magic, or are we supposed to keep this under wraps? What is the magic rule? What is the law here?
There's a way to tactfully say things where we can gauge their magical knowledge.
Okay, so this guy seems like he doesn't know about anything. So
Then he's just a normal mortal.
So is he allowed to know about stuff, or should we be like, JK, this is a Monsanto creation, obviously?
Let's just roll with it. We might be able to play it off later like it was nothing.
Okay. I'm going with genetic engineering if he asks.
Good idea.
Well, whatever this thing is, we also found some holes out in your pasture.
Holes? Where? Whereabouts?
In the pasture, like I said.
So, the dairy farm would have quite a large pasture, maybe multiple ones. So, I mean, unless you're like purposefully not.
I don't know where exactly they are.
Okay. I think I said it was like near one of the watering holes that is there for the cows.
Okay.
If Slade wants to share that information, that would be up to him.
It was near one of the watering holes for the cows.
All right, I'll go take a look. Does the hole is that where this thing came from? What is this?
No idea. Clearly, you're not raising stuff like this, so this must be the problem.
What does this thing have to do with my cows going missing?
That's what we're still trying to figure out, Mr. Kessel.
Oh, all right. Well,
Do you have weasels? Or weasel juices?
what? No.
Okay. Not gonna explain that at all.
Yeah, weasels are pests. I wouldn't keep them around.
Hmm.
He kind of gives you
Feels
like
like this.
a really weird look, like that you asked him if he has a weasel.
I don't know anything about animals. I thought they look cute, so maybe you have some in the farm.
No, this is a dairy farm.
You're out of your element, JD. You're out of your element.
Doubly out of your element.
It's not a petting zoo.
Right. She takes a note, not a petting zoo, just so she has something to write down.
All right. Well, do you need anything else from me, or are you all set?
You gonna come see the holes?
Yeah, I will. Probably get one of my rigs to backfill it. If it is, how big is the hole?
I don't remember. It's like the size of a person.
Yeah, it's like I think I said it's like 3 or 4 feet around.
About wide enough for a person to fit through.
Is it okay for a person to fit through? But is it? I mean, that's pretty big. I wouldn't want. Yeah, I'll just have to get Probably. What kind of equipment would he have? Probably like a tractor type thing, and then maybe like one of those like bobcat things.
Thanks, Mr. Kessel. Slade turns around and starts walking back to the
Yeah. So I think,
pasture.
yeah, he's just like starts to like get stuff ready. Or he's like looking in his barn for like if he has any extra soil or like, you know, that kind of thing. All right. Why don't we flip over to Vex? You
Yes.
I don't have like a picture for a tunnel, but at the end of it you see like a wooded area.
Was I able to find any scales for Lilith?
Um yeah, I guess act under pressure.
Where'd my character sheet? Oh, there it is.
Hmm. Okay.
Whereas
Let's see. Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I say like on your way, you find like a scale and um, it's like almost embedded into the tunnel. Um, and so you can dig it out, but the tunnel will collapse. So it would be up to you what side of the tunnel that you would uh, want to be on. Because I think I said last time that it seems like freshly dug, and it seems like it just keeps getting dug out to be bigger and bigger over time. So it's not a very like hard packed, structurally sound tunnel necessarily.
Hmm. Could I get it on the way back?
Well, what would you, if you saw it, would you start to paw at it right away, or would you get it on the way back?
Oh, actually, that's correct. I'd go for it right away.
Okay.
I don't know how tunnel structures work,
I don't either.
but I will go. I will continue on into the tunnel, so I'll be separated.
Okay.
But I have the scale.
You have the scale, and uh, yeah, so part of the tunnel has collapsed in on itself now, and you move forward and you wind up in this forest area.
All right. I guess my main goal here is to figure out where the heck I am.
Okay. I think technically you've been here before in that last.
Oh no, I didn't make it all the way through because I got summoned back before I got through.
Oh, okay. Well, you know kind of what direction you were heading off in when you started walking down the tunnel, so. So yeah. So what do you do?
I just wanted to figure out where the tunnel came out so he could investigate around it. I guess I could look around for signs of the creature here first,
Okay.
which I assume is investigate a mystery.
Yes, it would be. So you're looking around for signs of the creature. What are you looking for?
Tracks, or I don't know, rocks, like weird rocks. The other one had rocks. Never mind. It's my turn to roll badly.
Ooh. All right.
Finally.
I'm trying to think what should happen.
I'm up to 3 XP now because I got none last session except for the end.
Just free XP, man. There's
Okay.
no drawback to failing to investigate a mystery.
So I think you start to wander around, and how cat-like is Vex?
Pretty cat-like.
Okay.
He's the outside of his attitude and stuff. He is definitely a cat.
Okay. No, I mean like personality-wise.
Oh, that's you could say he has a similar attitude towards me,
Okay. So
but he doesn't act like a cat.
he doesn't act like a cat. Okay.
It's more like a body that he's borrowing.
Okay. So I think what you do is that you look around and you find a rock that, I don't know, maybe it's a weird rock, you're not sure. You go and, go to look more closely at it and you just hear kind of like a loud sort of hiss kind of nearby. And it feels like it's like from behind you, like almost like a looming presence. And we'll cut back to the folks at the dairy farm. All right. The farmer said that he was gonna uh, find some stuff to fill the hole that you mentioned. So that's what he seems to be doing. What do you all do?
Can I like bandage myself up, or how does first aid work here?
I think that would be a move. Different playbooks have healing moves, although uh, someone could use magic. I think you can heal with magic.
I'll try to heal her with magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Yay. Be healed.
You don't even need Vex's +1.
All right. So you heal 1 harm, I believe. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
What did that look like when you were healing
I
her?
would just like how it looks on Charmed when the white lighters heal somebody, a little bit of light shines on the wound.
Okay. All right. So Lilith, you had like scratches and things like that, right?
Yeah, I got attacked by the rooster. That's not a rooster.
Mhm. And like just a regular chicken too, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you like just kind of hover your hands over the wounds?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So Lilith hovers, her hands over your wounds and like sort of like white particles emit and your surface scratches and things close and you look and feel better.
Thanks, Lilith. I owe you. I don't know what I owe you. What do I owe you?
Continued free legal advice.
Sounds good.
Samara, what do you do?
I think Samara is just like looking around, trying to stay with the group, but like looking around to make sure they didn't miss anything.
Okay. What do you mean by miss anything?
Just anything that stands out as weird or that they missed on the first look.
All right. All right. So, what are you all doing after having that conversation with Mr. Kessel? Like, are you chatting to like make a plan, or going back to like the hole, or going back to the coop, or
Should probably go check on Jane. I feel like we probably shouldn't left her where the monster was. That was probably a bad idea.
okay. So,
So JD would go check on Jane to make sure she's not dead.
okay, so you go back to the coop and Jane's a statue. No, I'm just kidding.
And you fucked it up.
She seems to be trying to she seems to be on the roof and is like trying to nail down like a piece of plyboard to cover the hole for now. Kind of thing.
Okay.
That's what
So I think
she's probably like
JD
up on a
would-
ladder or something.
Can I ask her about, hey, by the way, you said that a rooster had 2 eggs?
Yeah, two. It was
When was that?
it was like I don't know, a month or two ago.
What happened to the eggs?
I think it was funny. I just stuck it in one of the hens' nests just to see what it would do. But I haven't seen it since then, so.
Wait,
Uh,
it, or was it, did you only hatch one of them?
Well, the two, I didn't see them hatch or anything, so I would guess the hens got rid of it, but that's what I did with it.
I see. All right. Be careful out there.
Okay, you
Do I-
too.
Do I know if do chickens have, I don't know how to phrase this other than how I'm about to phrase it. Do chickens have loyalty? That is to say, do chickens care past their in whatever their baby chicken stages about their family? I don't know anything about chickens, guys. In character, out of character. Neither of us know. So I guess you know what, JD will ask that to Jane. Hey, do you know if chickens have loyalty to family? Do chickens like each other? Do chickens care about their parents?
I mean, not really, kinda. I mean, if a hen knows that an egg is bad, they'll get rid of it. So they're not uh, lovey-dovey in that way. Like it's more of a kind of a survival of the fittest type thing. So yes and no.
Okay,
And they'll fight over food. So
I see.
I
Okay,
thought
interesting.
you don't seem to know a lot about animals for being with animal control.
I more give them their legal advice about don't try to handle any sort of wild animals because you don't want to get injured or harm the farm animals. I don't know anything legal in real life. It's difficult. I was gonna say property damage, but I don't want to bring that into the forefront of her mind, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm more new on the job, so still learning about animals.
All right. You need anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thanks. And JD will go back to the farmhouse, learning that chickens aren't loyal.
I think you just zoom in on Jane's face, just being like, I don't know, just kind of like, what the hell is that? Kind of a look, you know. And then just it
That's
gets back to
fair.
you know, just hammer and nailing the plywood. Okay. What did the rest of you do in that meantime?
Slade looks down at the creature he's holding and decides he wants to investigate a mystery.
Well, what are you doing exactly?
Find out what? Oh. What do you that? What do you mean?
Well, how are you investigating a mystery, I guess? Like, what are you trying to do? Or how are you doing it? Like, are you, like, studying the corpse to try and glean more information? Or do you have, like, a wealth of knowledge you're trying to pull from? Or
I don't know. Never mind, I guess. because you said you were looking at the thing in your hand? Yes.
Hmm.
I mean there there isn't a whole lot to go on right now other than
Mm-hmm.
we go back to the hole. So I don't really know what to do.
Okay.
Like I don't know even know if we know that there's more than one creature. Or if Slade knows it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Uh. Okay. Why don't you roll me investigate a mystery? So if you're trying to put together what's going, like, you're not sure if there's more than one, but based off what you've seen and the thing that you're holding in your hand right now, I think I know a direction that you can go in. 10. Perfect. I think that's two.
Also, if you could figure out what it is so we can stop calling it a chicken, that'd be great.
Yeah, hold 2.
What sort of creature is it?
Okay, so I'm trying to think if Houselight would know this, but uh, let's say that you've because I know like Slade really more specializes in like feline monsters, but I imagine that you've kind of been around enough to know some stuff, or maybe you've talked with other sort of hunters or things. So this is not a basilisk per se. This is a cockatrice.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's similar. But what sort of creature is that? Yeah. So um it's from like very old mythology where um yeah, very old mythology where if a rooster were to lay an egg, is how a cockatrice can come to be, but that is also true of basilisks.
Okay.
So I think if you were to return to the hole and just sort of kind of putting it together, like the cockatrice is much smaller than this hole, and probably wouldn't be able to dig something like this. So I think you'd fairly be able to put two and two together that if a rooster laid two eggs, perhaps the other egg turned into a basilisk.
So, so Slade. Okay, so Slade would have to know about basilisk and cockatrices.
Yeah, I feel like probably, I think JD did shout like, "Oh, it's a basilisk" in the coop, and that probably just kind of jogs your memory just from what you know of like folklore and that kind of thing. I mean, I guess you probably have a phone. You could Google it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you Googled basilisk rooster or something like that, it would probably pop up.
Yeah.
But how good is the reception out in a farm?
Well, it's not like a farming community. It just happens to be there's a farm semi close to Buffalo. But yeah.
That's what the investigative role was for, to figure out how many bars he has.
All right, you have one more question.
If we assume, I want to make it count, but if we assume the other monster is a basilisk, and we also assume that it's you know in that network of tunnels somewhere, What can hurt it?
Um, what can hurt it? So, uh, the the weasel thing, that JD mentioned is true. Like they're like weak to weasels, or however you want to phrase that. Kind of like just weasels are immune to them, so that's they're like natural enemies or whatever. But the other thing is that uh, you know it it can't look at its own reflection because of the gaze thing that happened. Like how you got turned to stone, like it could happen to itself. So those are kind of things that it's weak to.
Who's who's still around where Slade is?
I think everyone but Vex, unless
Oh, so we all went to
Yeah.
the chicken coop together?
If I made it back, then JD would be back. But if this is happening, then I think JD's the only one not there.
okay.
So Lilith is there and Samara.
I believe so.
All right, Slade's
Yes.
gonna tell them what he's found. Hey,
Hmm.
hey, Lilith, Samara.
Yes.
Hey, I did some work on the Google here, and JD jogged my memory before. It looks like we might be dealing with a basilisk. It's the only thing that can make holes that big. And I
Hmm.
also found that it doesn't like weasels, and it also doesn't like its own reflection.
That's interesting.
So let's say we go over that hole and join Vex.
I agree. Let's go.
The whole Vex collapse.
Okay, so it's not very big. You would have to crawl.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So do you wait for JD to meet up with you before going in the hole, or
I figure we would meet JD on the way to the hole. Like if she's walking back, she might spot us or something. Well, whatever. We'll meet up.
okay. Okay, so then I assume you bring her up to speed.
Yeah.
JD, your Harry Potter prediction was right.
Yay! Shady's like, wait, there's only one left. I fucked it up. I thought it came from another thing, but you guys already solved that part.
Okay. Why don't we cut back to well, right, if you're looking at the hole, I think we're in a bad situation, maybe. Someone.
Sure. Oh my god, why am I?
Okay. 8. Hold 1. Okay, you have one question.
I think that's Slade.
What's the best way in?
So the hole doesn't look too stable. It seems like, you know, it's been expanded several times recently, so it's not the most stable. And I mean, it's not too big. It's like 3 or 4 feet in diameter. So you would all have to crawl, and there's no guarantee that it's gonna stay that size throughout. So I don't know if going into the hole is the best way in for the humanoids there. Probably trying to figure out where it ends would be the best way in.
Trying to figure out where it ends.
Yeah, like you know, like what direction it goes off towards. Mostly, and I think you all know that Vex went down the hole. So I don't know if that would be helpful, but
True. Hey Lilith, you got any kind of radar on this Vex character? It's imprinted itself on you?
Let me review our.
The answer to that is no.
No, I don't have any.
okay.
Any way of communicating with it?
Well, I called him back last time.
Yeah, we gotta
So I
get
would have to.
where he is.
How about Keeper?
Hmm?
What if I use magic to like show Vex's footprints and we could follow that?
Well, his footprints would be in the tunnel.
Got out the tunnel, didn't he?
Hmm?
Didn't he get out the tunnel too?
Yeah,
Yes,
But we have to.
somewhere in the middle of the forest, though.
Yeah, the footprints would not be visible to us.
yeah. Also,
Um,
um,
I'm trying to think.
okay. I'm gonna cut back over to Vex. Let's see, Vex, you should probably read a bad situation. Or wait, is that what? No, you tried to investigate, yeah. Seven, you get one.
What's the best way out?
Oh.
Vex does not want to be here.
Well, the tunnel's a no-go. You could run in the direction that you think the farm is. Or do you have some sort of...
I mean, I can always port back to Lilith, but
Yeah.
I have this scale. I need to bring it back. And I can't teleport back.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to go with the scale, you can try running, see how that works out for you, or...
Sure, I will try running.
Okay. Roll act under pressure.
Oh, can I tell what this thing is? I'm not exactly looking at it, but no, I would look at it. Probably not in the eyes, but
Well, it's not like it's actually right behind you or anything. You just kind of feel its presence. So it's like it's probably like in some brush.
okay. And could I tell it was something other than a cockatrice?
Well, it didn't really make rooster noises, and it hissed, and like it just kind of like the rustling you kind of heard just felt bigger.
All right, that's good enough for me.
Okay. So you got a 10. Yeah, I say you are able to run run out of there in the right direction. Sticking probably to like the shadowy areas and things. Maybe it didn't quite see you. It was just present. So, yeah. You would
All right,
try
I will
to.
attempt to find the group from out there.
Okay. All right. So I think as like Lilith and Slade were having that conversation about, you know, if um if she knows where Vex is or if she can communicate, I think you just kind of see, well, maybe kind of a black cat on the horizon, like near the tree line.
It has a big scale in its mouth.
Well,
Okay.
I don't think it's like that. Like, it's not bigger than you or anything, but yeah.
All right. Well, I I point at Vex and draw everybody's attention to him,
Okay.
and I also run in that direction towards him.
Okay. I will say that if you are wanting to use its reflection against it, the pocket mirrors that a couple of you had on you, probably not big enough.
Okay.
Anyways, Vex will give Lilith the scale. Say that was definitely not the same thing in the forest as it was in the barn.
Oh goodness. Thank you. I'll hold on to this. So, what did you find in the forest, Vex?
Well, the hole came out just a little bit deeper into the forest, but I was interrupted before I could look around too much.
What interrupted you?
Something large in the brush. I did not stick around.
Hmm.
It seemed unnatural.
Okay. So we informed the rest of the group about what Vex saw.
Okay.
Guys, there
Yeah,
might be some. Oh, go on.
sounds like a basilisk to me.
Okay. So should we go in the forest and take care of it?
Yeah, we came here to do a job, didn't we?
Good.
By the way, all I got's this pocket mirror. Is that gonna work?
Oh, so you finally figured out what they were called.
Yeah.
Good, I don't have to call it a chicken anymore.
That's right.
Well, they're wait. Okay.
What were you saying?
I have no idea. I got lost in the middle of my own start of a sentence, and that's why I stopped and muted myself because I was like, we need to think.
Okay. But Slade asked about
Mm.
mirrors.
Yeah, he
Thanks,
says
Slade.
all he's. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say what you said, which was that you only have a pocket mirror.
Yeah, we're gonna need something bigger.
Gonna need a bigger mirror.
Maybe the farmer has one.
Yeah, let's ask if the farmer has one.
Be quick. He's probably getting in his tractor now. Slade starts hoofing it back.
Yes, and we all follow behind.
Okay. So
Actually, is there?
Hmm?
Well, like if Jane's closer, we could ask her. But either way, the mirror's
Ooh.
probably going to be inside the farmhouse or in that central area.
yeah. So you could ask either person, but yeah, probably if you, well, depending on if you specifically want a mirror, then yeah, it probably wouldn't be at the barn or the coop.
How big of a mirror would we need?
Probably something fairly large. Like I'm thinking, like uh, like something shield sized, right? Like
So like a wall mirror or like a medicine cabinet mirror?
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I would think medicine cabinet.
Or like a vanity.
A vanity. I guess we can detach the mirror from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you going to?
Yeah, we're gonna ask someone.
Okay. Okay. Whoever
Good.
wants to go and ask can roll manipulate someone.
Vex will be watching this like he watches a show happen.
Last time I tried talking to somebody, I asked them if chickens have loyalty. So JD says that and is like, me. I don't think it's me, guys. I don't think I have a relationship left. Doesn't seem
mean,
to matter.
I failed.
Okay. who would you have gone to ask, Lilith?
The farmer.
Mm. He he just kind of like what exactly do you say?
Excuse me, sir, would you happen to have a large mirror that we could borrow real quick?
Yeah, so he seems busy when you ask him, and he just gives you a sort of an exacerbated look and says, "No, I'm busy," and just goes back to his work.
How rude of him.
If
I guess
are you gonna walk away because X has a suggestion?
what's the suggestion?
We should just steal.
Steal it. I asked nicely.
Maybe Samara can ask Jane.
Okay.
Okay.
By ask, I mean manipulate.
All right. Yeah. So if Jane's still kind of up on a ladder on the roof area. If you want to go and talk with her.
Yeah. So I guess Samara's gonna go to the base of the ladder and just holler up and ask if they can borrow a mirror.
I guess. Or, I mean, sorry, roll manipulate someone. Seven. Okay. What do you need a mirror for?
Um, just to make sure we aren't missing anything. It's a whole thing.
What do you mean? It's a whole thing.
I mean, it's just I'm sort of new at this, so they haven't really explained it to me. But it sounded really complicated and technical, and what I got from it was we just need a mirror to make sure we aren't missing anything. I don't know. They just told me to come ask.
Missing anything like that weird rooster you had earlier?
I guess. Like I said, it was really technical. I didn't really get it.
Fine. So she puts down her nails and hammer and then like climbs down.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay? What's just any size mirror or what are you looking for?
The biggest one that you have.
The biggest one that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So she goes in her house and she comes back out with like what looks like like a framed mirror you might just have in like a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So she gives you that, and it's fairly sizable. I don't know, like what is this? I don't know, like two by 3 feet maybe. I don't. That's pretty big for a mirror, right? Maybe that's too big. I don't know. Whatever. She gives you like a framed mirror that you would see in like a hallway.
Vex looks disappointed. He was ready for a heist.
Me too.
It's like, I should have known she'd be good at manipulating people.
It's like, all right, good luck.
Thank you. And then Samara takes the mirror back to everyone. I got it.
Hot damn.
That's Samara getting shit done.
We got a basilisk to go see.
All right, so why don't we take a break, and then when we get back, the gang will head over to where the basilisk was last heard.
Also, I'm sorry if y'all can hear my dog in the background. She howls when I don't pay enough attention to her, so
Aw.
Cute.
yeah, she's a German Shepherd. She's very sweet.
Aw. Okay, so let's see, it's basically 29. So 44. We'll come back.
Sounds good.
So, alright, so you have your big mirror in a general location of where to go. Do you have a plan?
Is there a way to like draw it out? Because did Vex told us it's out, it's near it's in the forest somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty big. We could probably track it somehow.
Well, he just kind of ran from the area that he heard it in, so he can go back to there. Is that what you mean, or you mean?
Or yeah, I didn't know. I don't know what sort of plan would be required for this type of thing because we just want to get to it and be like, yo, look here, and then look at in the mirror.
Right.
I nominate Vex to scout ahead and possibly distract it.
That feels reasonable.
Yep, I have no complaint.
Okay. So if Vex is scouting ahead, what would he be looking for?
He's looking for a big snake.
Snake.
Okay. I guess that would be. I guess it's investigate a mystery then. Looks like, because where did it goes there, and then I don't see anything on read a bad situation in that. Or I guess it could be.
I'll investigate again.
Just what's my vest way in could count, but either way. Fine, we hold one.
Where did it go?
So you come back to this clearing and you hear sort of the same hissing slash rustling like around here. So you get the sense that it's oops, that it's like probably around here. I don't know what's a reasonable distance. Like there.
I will announce that it is in the area.
Okay.
In the area. Try not to get petrified, please. It's really inconvenient.
And
Do you still have the chicken body?
Yes.
So I think we should just run over to where it is and hold up the mirror. How does Vex, your little character, I don't know if somebody already mentioned this, I'm sorry, but like it has a transparent background, so it looks like he's standing in the forest, and that's so cute.
Yeah, it's like that you can actually see. I was thinking of putting an aura around him so that you could see him on the weirder background.
Fair.
But it worked pretty well here.
Yeah, I like it. It's cute. Okay, sorry. Yeah, let's grab the mirror and just run over.
Surely nothing can go wrong with that plan.
No,
great.
but
Let's get him.
let's get him. Get it done.
Okay. Is that what you're all?
Wait, before we do that, I promised to do this last time. I'm going to use magic to enchant JD's book.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Now you have a law book with a magical aura. You said it. What does it look like, Vex?
It's sort of like the look of his body. It's like black fire around it, but it doesn't actually burn.
Oh, is it fire? I imagine it as like sort of shadowy wisps, like.
Yeah, sort of like shadowy wisp. It's not actual fire.
Okay. Like.
Let me take a harm for that because I have a glitch.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So is that what you all are doing?
That's what JD is doing. I don't know about anybody else. Like, can I grab the mirror and just run over?
What about Samara?
I think Samara is just gonna go with JD.
Okay.
I have a question. Does Slade own a pair of sunglasses that he has on him right now?
He definitely has a pair of sunglasses.
Are they with you?
I like to imagine he has spare.
It
It seems like the sort of character that would.
I'm
It's
hoping.
daylight. We'll say yeah.
Keeper, would it be okay if I enchant his sunglasses so that he won't be affected by the glare of the basilisk?
What would that be? What do you think that would be for an effect on use magic?
Let me see. Let me pull the sheet up again. It says I can enchant one weapon. It would be considered advanced, though. It's worth a shot.
Well, enchant a weapon gets you +1 harm and magic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're doing the borrow place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So
that's what I was going to suggest. You could say the glasses are a portal for light.
so
Okay.
so we'll just use that one. So roll use magic and we'll see what happens. 12, perfect.
Hey,
That's not even with the +1 from having Vex.
okay. Slade, if you wear your glasses, you should be able to look at the monster so you can attack it.
Beautiful. You're the best, Lilith.
She is the best.
Slade slips on his sunglasses and gets ready to do some business.
I love it. Okay. right.
That's it on my end.
Okay. So I imagine, do the two run off before that happens, or
It's probably at the same time Vex is enchanting JD's law book, and Lilith is simultaneously enchanting Slade's glasses, I think.
okay. All right. Well, I think what happens here is that as soon as you finish, and Slade says what he says, and then Vex also said, he followed up right and said, "You are the best," or was that?
Yep.
That was in character. Okay. I think right after he says that, could you roll an act under pressure for me?
Who, Vex?
No, Lilith.
Lilith.
Ooh, 8, perfect. Well, not perfect. So, oops. Okay, so what happens is, like you like a stream of what looks like could be spit or something comes at you, Lilith. Trying to think. You can either take 1 harm ignoring armor as it makes contact, or you can get out of the way in time, but you are going to drop that scale again.
Can I barrier this? Seems like a physical attack.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna block it.
Okay. I'm going to say no to the barrier. Just because this is a consequence of her fail from earlier, to kind of pull back the curtain a little bit.
Oh, what does she fail? Oh, the manipulate? Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay, so, Lilith, this stream of, like, liquid hits you, and it kind of, like almost sizzles, and you take 1 point of harm, ignoring armor.
Okay.
But that tells the rest of you that this thing is close.
All right. Keeper.
Mhm.
Would this monster be weak to its own acid as well?
No, it's kind of more of a poison. So I guess sizzling
Oh,
isn't really the right term, but
okay. So, what is this poison doing to me then? Besides sizzling.
I don't know if it would
Probably
sizzle, but
acid.
yeah, it's it's not doing anything else right now. It's just
Okay.
you took 1 harm, ignoring armor.
Oh, guys, be careful. It's close.
Oh shit, are you okay? I'm gonna run over to Lilith.
I'm all right. I just wasn't expecting that.
What is this cat good for? Can't sense that this giant monster. Slate spits at the ground.
Well, you so far all you've done is get petrified.
All right.
Hey, Slate holds up a dead cockatrice in his hands, points at it.
You had help with that.
All right, everybody, let's behave.
Yeah, I think as you have this argument, it comes out and it's gonna attack one of you. I'm just trying to decide who it would be.
Probably me again.
I feel like Slade probably. It would come just like as you're like
He's its dead brother.
yeah,
and
as
it's
you're
like,
like holding the thing,
no.
it just comes up and like comes up to attack you, and it looks like a cross between a like a giant cobra and a like crocodile. It's like really weird. And it can move like both. Like it has the claws, the claw marks you saw, like to make the tunnel, but it also kind of moves pretty smoothly or like slowly,
Oh.
like a snake.
That kind of basilisk. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, Slade, it goes to attack you. What do you...
I know I'm arguing with him, but I'm going to bury him.
He's a good cat.
Alright. Well, what do you do, Slade? It's like coming in for a bite, and it's a large thing, so...
Slate swings his bat, hoping to get a hit.
Okay, roll kick some ass.
Oh no!
Does anyone want to help?
I'm already doing a thing.
I can help out.
Okay. What would you do?
Oh, I just actually selected help out.
Right, but what would you do to help? How are you doing it flavor wise?
Oh. Hmm. Probably trying to throw a fireball at it.
Okay.
One of those cinematic fireballs that just annoy.
Yeah. So it's just sort of.
They'll try to avoid it, but be right in the path of the swing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it goes to dodge and it comes into the path. Okay. So. Let's see here. So you rolled a 7, so that makes it a 7. How much harm does the bat do?
Is specialist weapons 1 harm unless it's against a targeted creature, which I don't think it is.
Okay. Your bat does 1?
That's what it says in the specialist weapons. Well, let me check. I may have wrote something else. No. I don't know if we ever discussed how much harm it should do. But the playbook says 1
Oh.
or 4 against
Specific
his
creatures.
prey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're supposed to have like another weapon that you don't use on, or that you use on other things. Because it's sort of like a vampire stake or something that you would use against a specific enemy.
Yeah, it looks like you can have two other weapons as well. But is that what you're using? Is the bat?
I mean, he's got a revolver. I mean, I don't. I think one harm seems a little bit low for a bat, but
Is there another
pretty-
melee weapon option that's similar to a bat? I'm just curious. That does more damage.
well, like so, a fighting knife has 2 harm, a sword or an axe has 3.
Yeah.
Chainsaw is also 3 for
Okay,
some
yeah,
reason.
I was gonna suggest that what you should do is you should have your bat be your weapon, but it should be both the specialist weapon and whatever your melee weapon is, so that you can use either or, but still flavor it as using the bat. Since you seem to have that bat theme going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I agree that one is kind of low for the bat. But then again, I don't know what it would be. I don't think it would be 3. I guess 2.
2 seems okay.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. It's gonna bite you for 2 as well.
I use barrier. Oh wait, does this use magic or is it plus weird? It is plus weird. Ha! That's a 2 damage shield.
Nice.
Still think I'm useless.
Alright, so
Slate scoffs.
as you connect the bat to the basilisk, it goes to like bite you, and it hits like air that like kind of wobbles, like almost like a ripple, and it can't quite fully bite you. Samara, what do you do?
Uh, can I also try to attack it?
Yeah, kick some ass.
Indeed, you are our other ass-kicking character.
Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, help up. Well, you leveled up, it sounds like.
I sure did.
Okay, and that is immediate. Just so you know.
Team level up. That's what I'm saying. Our team is team level up.
Oh boy. Alright, so what happens? I think, yeah, I think you're gonna take 2 harm as it kind of, it couldn't quite, uh, bite Slade, and then it sees you come in with you have a halberd, right?
Yeah.
It chomps down on your arm for 2 damage.
It chomps down on my arm. They go punch it.
Yes, never again. The best name for a skill ever.
Okay. Okay, so protect someone. plus. All right. What do you choose?
I inflict harm on it,
Okay.
and I hold it back.
I think just one.
Yeah, you get to choose one.
No. Wait, no, it's a 10 plus.
Choose an extra and extra.
Yeah, you normally don't get a bonus if you don't get a 10.
Oh, okay, okay, got it. Got it. Okay, all dangers focused on me.
Okay. All right. So you uh you you block it. You said, and it bites down on your arm for 2.
Yeah, is that
It's
negated by armor at all?
nope. It's not. Or sorry, it is not armor defeating. So if you have armor, you would take less.
Okay.
And JD or Lilith.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
I have a move called Sympathetic Token.
Okay.
Well, use that on a monster.
What playbook is that from?
I want to say Hex
Okay.
or Spooky. Let's see.
Okay. And what does it do? Can you read it for me?
I was just looking for the location. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh, that's why you wanted a scare.
Yeah. Okay. As long as you carry a personal object belonging to someone, such as a lock of hair, a full set of toenails, or a treasured family
Ugh.
heirloom, you get +1 ongoing to use magic against them. You can also use magic against them at a distance. If you miss, the token is lost, destroyed, or loses its power.
Okay. Hmm. I'm not sure because as it's written, it sounds like it's for like a person, like a personal object belonging to someone, such as a lock of hair,
Yeah,
so
and I
toenails.
chose it because I got the idea from when I used magic the last time
Mm-hmm.
with the scale
Yeah.
to tack it.
Um. But yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. You know,
Okay,
you have like a scale, so sure.
thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll try to do.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
So I moved to immobilize the basilisk so it can't move.
Uh. Okay.
All right.
What does that look like?
It looks like it's pinned down by gravity, like how it looks like on anime shows where just
Okay.
a force is holding it down.
What does it look like when Lilith is casting the spell?
Um, I'd imagine with the scale in her hand,
Mm-hmm.
um, her hand glows purple.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And I just kind of imagine her like maybe like squeezing it and like making like a pulling down motion or something.
Sure.
Okay. And the okay, so the basilisk is trapped.
I'm gonna
JD.
yell back to JD. Use the mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Yeah,
can't move.
JD's gonna run and like shove the mirror in its face, so it has to look at itself.
Okay.
Look at yourself.
All right. Roll act under pressure.
Makes sense. Let's just mixed success.
Mixed success. Okay. What could go wrong here? Trying to think. What would be a price to pay?
I have an awful idea.
Okay.
She could become a victim to the gaze while getting it in position.
Oh. That is pretty terrible.
I don't know if that's a 7 failure or a
Yeah, that
I don't-
seems
I
more
don't
like
think
a
that's-
failure.
Yeah, I don't think that's a 7 failure. I think what would make sense is so perhaps you get it in position, but you yourself would have to make another act under pressure to keep from also looking at it, at its gaze,
Okay.
or you get it kind of like half in position, and then maybe like it thrashed and kind of knocked you a bit, and you like drop the mirror, and that would be probably another act under pressure to make sure you grab it before it breaks. But so that would mean that it didn't quite fully take effect. You see, like it kind of, if you take the second one where you almost where you drop the mirror, it like kind of freezes, but it doesn't start to turn to stone. Whereas if you the first choice, it starts to turn to stone, but you yourself would have to act under pressure to see.
I'll do the first one, the one where it turns to stone.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and object to that one.
You don't want to join the petrified club?
No, I'm gonna object to that objection. Just gonna re-roll that one a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, that's a better one.
All right. Let's see. What did I have for partial? So choose one.
Uh,
So I would say you're kind of frozen, but you're not turning
y-
to stone. Like not frozen,
yeah,
but like
I have to stand there
yeah.
because I want it to stay looking into the mirror, so it makes
Mhm.
sense if I have to stay there. So I would choose I don't turn to stone,
Yeah.
so I am not free to move. I am in its immediate reach, and I guess I take a -1 ongoing.
Yeah. I think maybe it's gonna spit its poison at you as it's turning to stone.
Perfect.
So that's 1 point of damage armor defeating.
Fuck, ow. Goddamn roosters. This one's not even a rooster.
All right. So it it looks at its own gaze and it turns itself to stone, and now there's like a big weird snake statue in the woods.
Does it need to breathe in its normal form?
I would think so.
So I'm gonna suggest, hey guys, I think we should just throw it in a lake or the watering hole or something, because if it is the watering hole, that's not very deep, is it?
No.
Let's put it in the truck and let's bring it to a lake and throw it deep into a lake.
I think we should just smash it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also a choice.
Blades,
Me and
knuckles,
Lilith
crack.
on the same page.
Mine feels a little overly complicated compared to that.
Yeah, let's just smash it.
Okay, so I would spend the next 10 to 20 minutes, I imagine, smashing it with the implements that you have on you.
I suppose we only really need to get the head.
Okay. Is that
Yeah,
I
pretty
guess
much.
how thoroughly are you smashing it? Or are you just making it?
Pieces, you say?
I'd rather do the whole thing because well,
Yeah, actually, I kind of agree with you.
yeah, I don't want to leave like a body part around and then it tries to come back through some weird way.
You never know when there's a necromancer around the corner just waiting for his chance.
Yeah, then we'd be fighting a headless snake.
Well, then it's just a snake.
Well, no, I think a headless snake is a little less than a snake.
Can't turn people to stone. So what good is it?
Yeah, it's
It's
just like a.
like strangle you,
It's
like
got
Yeah.
wrap
one less
around
for
you.
necromancer.
Yeah,
But it's a living rope at that point.
are we smashing or no?
Yeah, smash, Hulk smash.
We're hunters, might as well be thorough. And by that I mean I will manage you all smashing it because I do not smash them.
Yeah,
I'll
maybe
help
you throw the
smash
law book at it. It's enchanted. Why not?
Okay.
Oh yeah, I enchanted it to explode when thrown.
There we go.
Explode like it destroys my book, or explode like everything around it is destroyed?
That's a good question.
You're gonna need a new book.
My only weapon.
We'll get you a new one.
I was originally going to decide that after I saw what you rolled on your attack. Why don't you roll and see?
So I imagine that Vex has not told JD that her.
No.
Yeah, then she would throw the book at the monster. Do I need to roll kick ass? What do I do here?
I would say just roll a kick ass and see if you don't do a miss. Okay, it doesn't explode. It just does a cool flashy effect.
Okay, that's nerve-wracking.
It looks like it exploded, but it's fine.
JD goes, the book! Oh, thank God. Oh, God. We've been through so much together.
Okay, so you spend, a good 10-20 minutes smashing the statue. Yeah. And then I guess what do you do from there? Do you return the mirror and go home? Call it a day?
Assume so.
Return the mirror, then leave before they can ask any more questions. That would be my plan.
All right. Okay. So I guess I'm kind of curious, like what that ride home would be like. Do you all talk about what just happened, or?
I suppose once it gets going, right? So just like, oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
So is this what you guys do? You just go and investigate random things and destroy it? And do you normally take commissions? Like, JD is a little unsure about what all just happened.
Well, I think in the fiction you've been kind of operating as a group for 6 months, whatever that might mean. I don't know if like just based on kind of your history together, like you've known each other for a little bit of time, not too much, but so was this, I don't know if this was your team's first monster hunting experience or if you've done other things together before.
Well, and there's nothing really awkward about the car ride.
Mm-mm.
Vex will, in his usual spot next to JD in the front, I guess.
Okay, then never
Bring out-
mind. Then.
Bring out your glowy toy again. I'm bored. Talking about your phone.
I can't! I broke it, Vex! And I show Vex my broken phone. I don't have the glowy fun thing for you. I'm so sorry.
I suppose I can make it glow.
He enchants your phone.
Yes, I'm gonna enchant the phone.
Okay, it's just like black, wispy, weird glow.
I can read you some from my book. It's gonna be very boring, but that's all I have for you. I guess I should start like drawing up some sort of a contract for people we quote unquote help to sign before we start.
That's a good idea.
Well, I'm actually gonna roll for this. To enchant your phone.
Why? It can just happen. There's like no real consequence for it.
All right, I wanted to turn it into a mini grenade, so if she throws it again, it explodes. Similar thing.
Vex is just loading JD with grenades that she's not aware of. Like,
I mean, it's broken. You don't care about it.
she was gonna try and, like, see if she could get, pretend that like, get insurance to cover it somehow.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna take back a weird, wispy.
I was gonna say that too. It's a chant to death.
Well, yes, she's gonna say the battery exploded, as you can tell from the smoke that doesn't seem to go away. This is obviously a battery problem.
That amuses me. It's just like imagining you at like the Verizon store. Like,
You know they're gonna make her reset it first.
okay. All right. We can do end of session questions if you would like.
Okay.
Alright, did you conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
Did they save someone from certain death or worse?
We saved all the cows.
Not
by
certain death.
killing the basilisk.
Oh, do cows count as someone?
You know,
Farm owners.
would was checking on Jane a butterfly effect that saved her from death?
Okay. Let's see. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Chickens don't have loyalty.
Yeah.
Mm,
Harry Potter's real.
Harry Potter's real. Chickens don't have loyalty. Vex can make grenades.
It's mostly just confusing with a lot of magic. Just happens if you throw it, it explodes.
okay. Did
Up
we
to you to
learn?
decide whether any of those count.
Uh, did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Vex is an arsonist.
Vex needs to work on his feline instincts.
Vex will protect people even if they vex him.
There you go.
I think we also.
I mean, it was an argument. It's not like I wanted him dead.
I think we also learned though that Slade will apparently.
Yeah, Slade has no qualms about telling people about stuff.
Exposing magic.
Yeah, that, and also he will like stick his arm out so that he gets bit instead of one of his companions. So one.
What makes him feel alive. Otherwise, he's dead inside.
Oh no. Okay, so I'll give you 2 and then 2 halves, and we can round that up to 3. So 2 marks of experience.
Yay.
I can finally pick up Battle Mage so I can actually do damage.
Okay. All right. So it's a little early, but I don't really want to start a new mystery with 25 minutes left. So I think we can end it there, unless there's other sort of more like role play type stuff you want to talk about.
I just want to say, Vex knew these were called cockatrices the whole time. He thought it was hilarious that JD thought it was a basilisk, but then there was an actual basilisk, and I can't be smug about it. I'm so disappointed.
That's funny. Okay.
But that's about it. That's the mind of a cat there.
Mhm.
Ugh, now I want Vex to be able to, like, at some point, Vex needs to knock something off a table and onto a monster to kill it. That has to happen.
Yes.
True cat fashion.
Well, that's why I was asking, like, what if he has sort of a cat-like personality? Because I thought it'd be funny if he was like playing with something, and that's why the basilisk kind of, was able to hiss at him or whatever. But like, if he was like,
I mean, he's very easily distracted by things.
yeah. Okay. Well, any feedback for me? Comments,
Mhm.
critiques, things you liked, things that could be better, stuff like that.
I see that you added a flesh to stone kind of status effect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if that was there before, but that's a pretty good idea for any time in the future there's some kind of debilitating status that the team would be at risk for.
Oh yeah, I thought that was a little too harsh, by the way. The -1 ongoing is really rough, actually. That's why I think that's why we had so much trouble with the cockatrice.
Okay.
But yeah, mainly the thing I would have done is I would have made it save 2 instead of 1 for a partial success. Because there's still 4, so it's still pretty bad. Because it felt like we had to choose don't get turned to stone every time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this was like a modified one that I read, and that was kind of one of the things that I was also looking at, but was also kind of, I don't know. It's hard to balance out with this sort of effect. I will say I probably won't pick something that does petrification again, because like I was like, oh, that first session, I was like, oh no. Like, I was really worried. But
I think it was fine. Vex didn't need the true form. We got out of it.
yeah. So I had the same sheet before. I just was showing it to folks as it was happening to them, rather than having it viewable to everyone. But this time I just had it viewable to everyone. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, like Like so, like last.
How did you show it to only one person, by the way?
Well, I would just change who had access to it. Like I would hit edit and then
But you made it pop up for people individually, right?
yeah.
How did you do that?
Before I hit show to players, I would edit who could see it.
Oh, okay. Because when I hit show to players, it shows it to everybody regardless. Maybe I have to actually give it to a player first. I think if you hit it when nobody has it, it just shows it to everybody.
Really? I've
Yeah, because I've accidentally revealed like tokens and stuff by accident like that before. But it wasn't doing that when you were showing it to people, so that's why I was curious.
weird. But yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
I wonder if we need more time in the beginning to kind of set up why we're investigating it, but that's just maybe, I don't know, if next time it'll
Yeah. I agree.
yeah, even something just like JD, or sorry, not JD, even something just like Slade is like, hey guys, come with me. And I'll be like, okay. It's, yeah, also just like, I don't know why we all decided.
Yeah, I think the for yeah, it's a little your I was trying to fit it in with like your backgrounds and also just sort of having that sort of cinematic, but I agree this one it was a little bit more difficult to have the hook. So I'm hoping next one there'll be a little bit more of an organic hook going on, but
Should we make like some sort of hunter network that we all have access to that you can use as a hook? Like so there's a posting on it or something, and we take the job or whatever.
I mean, I feel like there could be like like people could be posting things on Twitter or whatever or something like that. Even if you want to go more of a like not necessarily Twitter, but it could be like anything, right? Like Reddit or whatever. That's one way to go about it. I don't know if there'd be like a well, actually, I do have other things in mind, but
Oh yeah, just because we don't have like Agile photos to
Yeah.
like hook us into things very easily this time around, so just giving some suggestion.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
There's ways to I want to those sort of things as well. I kind of want to try and have it be more organic.
So, like, I was thinking if JD had like, oh, there's like a lawsuit going on or something, and my people are sending me to investigate what's going on, see if we can't pin the blame on somebody, or something like that could also be a hook.
Yep. Those are all things.
And definitely anything cat related can definitely just go through Slate. It's like, I found something, come with me.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy hook right there.
Yeah. Yep. Those are all things I have been thinking about, so it's good to hear them from y'all as well. Yeah. Anything else sort of in universe you'd want to establish about your characters or anything else?
JD does go to the Verizon store and tries to get it replaced by saying that it's the battery and using the wispy smoke. I know we said that already, but I do want to be clear that that is what happened.
Okay, I feel like you should probably roll for that.
Yeah, you should roll for that too.
Okay, wait, is it a legal argument? Because I'm saying like you guys are liable, because it was the battery that exploded.
Mm,
I would think it's legal just because it's related to a warranty. or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Like this is under warranty, or like this is part of those cases recently where the batteries were exploding. So, like clearly this is a faulty thing that you need to replace.
I just want to know if they take the old phone and keep it. The old enchanted phone.
yeah, sure. We can say it's a legal argument.
Okay, because then I get +1 on manipulate somewhat. Get a 12.
Nice. Alright, so you got yourself a new phone there. Also, didn't you say it was like the company phone?
I did say that.
Alright.
So, I mean, could I convince them with that to let me keep the old phone? Be like, I need to give this to my company because, you know, in case they need to wipe it and all that, but I'll bring it back. But I need a new phone immediately.
Yeah, I mean, you rolled a 12, so I think that should be okay. I feel like you're being like a Karen about it, though.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll not go back to that Verizon store.
Damn, future plot device defeated.
So sorry.
It could have come back, and so
Yeah, it's like
Exploding
there
phone.
was an explosion at a Verizon store.
Fuck.
But yeah, sure. Okay.
JD gets a new phone.
Awesome. You get a new phone and you bring the old one back to your law firm so that they can do what they gotta do with it.
Yeah, dispose of it or whatever. They do probably need to like wipe it and shit.
I mean, they know magic, so they're probably gonna have questions for you. That's all I will say.
what? How did your phone become magic?
Why did you give me this magical grenade? What are you doing with company property? No, like, that's funny.
Problems for future JD.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, you can also just throw the phone, and then the energy will be gone.
Yeah, I don't know. JD's gonna look through her company book before returning it to see if there's anything about like what happens if company furnished equipment gets destroyed or enchanted. See if there's a proper chain of command to follow and do that.
I've never had a company phone, but I imagine that you would have to return, especially if it could have sensitive material on there.
Yeah, you definitely need to return it.
Yeah.
Is anyone unstable, by the way? I know that a lot of damage.
So when are you supposed to mark off the unstable thing?
Whenever you go past 3 harm.
Okay.
So when you get your 4th harm, you mark unstable.
3 harm.
Okay.
Yeah, how are y'all doing for, like, harm-wise?
I only injured myself by casting magic,
Okay.
but I do have 2 harm.
Yeah, I've got 3 harm.
Oh no, I also have 2 harm. How's Slade doing?
1 harm.
Oh right, you have armor. Oh wait, no, barrier.
Barrier
Maybe you
and
have armor?
Both, right?
Yeah, and then there was a barrier.
Okay. Yeah. So you're. I'm sure a little bit of time will pass between mysteries, and you'll be fully healed because none of you went to unstable, so that'll just kind of heal over time.
Phew.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing from me. Glad I wasted my 12 on getting a new phone. Could have used that in a fight, but there it is.
Well,
So
then you
that's
wouldn't
how
have gotten experience. You have to failure rolls in the actual mode.
here I need to fulfill the team name. Does it make sense to know what each other can do? Like our moves, are we keeping that for surprises?
I mean, I don't have anything that needs to be hidden. I think it's all coming to play now. So, well, actually, there is the one hidden thing, which is the true form. That'll come out when it happens.
I'm just gonna post my, if that's acceptable, then I'll just post my moves so people know what I can do. Which isn't fight at all.
Okay.
Man, that one is long.
Listen, I'm doing my best, okay? It's
Oh,
funny
because it's a
because
hold move.
that's the name of the move.
Ooh, that's a messy one.
Oh, I forgot about my light weakness. I was out in the. I guess it wouldn't count in the woods.
Oh, like, okay.
But I was outside for a bit, so I would have had the extra pressure to do things. Oh, I know, only to use powers, so I would have been fine. Because we fought inside the coop that's shaded.
Until a hole got punched in the ceiling.
I think class is that it? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Oh, I suppose this is the one thing Vex would explain at some point. It hasn't come up yet, but the thing where he can't tell you about things. You probably would have made him explain that at some point.
talk about it.
Wait, I have a question. A quick question about what that means. Vex can't tell us about specific things? I know him as like an expert witness that I use sometimes, and I'm very curious about how the fuck that works out.
It's more along the lines of stuff because in his old life he could read the minds of people he fed on, so that's where most of his knowledge comes from. So he can't use any of that knowledge, but he can talk about the realm of dreams. That's fine.
Okay, alright, good. Because that's very funny. Like, I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it.
So
Dream
yeah,
crime.
I've just been playing it off like he knew like what the monster was all along.
Okay. Anything else from anyone?
Nothing from me.
All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
See you next week.
Bye. Thank you for
Thank
the session.
You're welcome.